Hello, thanks for joining us for this month's DPS webcast, Wiki Wow. I am Mike Estes. I'm an SSA here at DPS. Joining me in a little bit will be another member of our SSA team, Chris Siebold. We're so happy to have you with us. Let's go ahead and get started. As I mentioned, today's webcast is Wiki Wow. We'll be showing off the Wiki, discussing what is the Wiki, why you want to have it, how you access it, as well as our ability to create customized pages for your organization. Wiki, what is it? Here's your random fact of the day. Wiki is a Hawaiian word meaning quick, and this isn't quick access. Wikipedia and more, many Wikipedia pages out there, tens of thousands, if not millions. Anytime you do a Google search, you'll definitely come up with some Wikipedia entries. Symbol technologies is one. Type in symbol technologies and you come up with that one in one of the first few entries. Many pages of specialized content. Many companies use this as some sort of intranet or for internal product documentation. We use it for the DPS online help text as well as product documentation for us on our end and for you to use. It's a dynamic tool. Many people can collaborate in the same spot where people can add and modify as their user permissions allow. Why do you want to have the wiki? So I mentioned the online help text. The online help text is searchable, enables your employees to quickly search for items. Also, there's additional info out there that can help you maximize your use of the DPS software, whether it's Extend or Zap or Flash. Let me tell you a little story. Key person in your organization is going on vacation. They're having a great time. They're hiking in the woods, having a blast, camping. When all of a sudden they suffer a fatal heart attack. It's sad. It's tragic for that person's family, for your organization. Now what? How does your organization cope with that loss? Because they were the only person you had around that knew how to do some very vital tasks key to your organization. Was that documented anywhere? Was there any sort of knowledge transfer? In a situation type as this, there's not time for a knowledge transfer. In a situation where someone gives a 2-week notice, there may be time for some knowledge to be transferred, but often not everything. So where can that be documented? Answer to that is the wiki. Another great reason why you want the wiki. Accessing the online help text is a pretty quick and simple setup. You must be on maintenance. You need to be on DPS Zap 3.8 or DPS Extend version 8. You need to have an external internet connection available to access it, and alerts need to be applied. Those are, as I mentioned, pretty quick and simple to apply, as well as several flags marked within the software. Key thing is you control who has access. If you have a user for some reason that you do not want to have access to the online help text, then you do not need to enable them. You can have it for all other users in your organization, but that single user or a group of users, you do not need to allow them access. Once the online help text is set up, accessing it is very quick and easy. Let's look a little more closely here at the Pick Manager screen, and let's assume I'm a new user who I've seen all these entry spots, but I'm not exactly sure what it means for shift or job responsibility. And so I want to access that text. Well, the previous way, there was no real way to search that. Now if I click on the question mark down at the bottom for the help text, up pops my help text screen. Now this screen is searchable, as I said. So to search, all I need to do is Control F, and I want to look at job responsibilities. I type in job, and job responsibilities comes up, or all the instances of job. And I say job responsibility, enter the job responsibility code, and I can see the valid codes. Now, in the standard help text, that was not searchable, so I had to read through and scroll through and know exactly where on the screen I was looking for. With the online help text, it is quick and simple. That cuts time, trims time for... Now doing it this way is a much quicker and easier way than reading through a bunch of text looking for something. And this is just one other way that we try and help you maximize the value of the software. Now let's go back to the Pick Manager screen. I mentioned earlier the ability to create customized help text. That is something we can do for you, help document your processes and procedures, and both for DPS software and for your internal use outside of the DPS software. That can be accessed basically one of two ways. You can set up a bookmark on your browser, or within Axon Link, you can create a customized button that will link to that. Here I've created a button for the wiki at the top of my Axon Link screen. I click on that, and up comes my company documentation page, my internal wiki. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Chris, who's going to talk a lot more about this.
Thank you, Mike. As Mike said, my name is Chris Siebold, and I am a member of the SSA team here at DPS. And I real quickly just want to go over the highlights of setting up personalized wiki pages for your company within the DPS wiki. As you can see in front of you here, we have the Your Company documentation page. One of the first things you'll notice is the DPS wiki logo up at the top of the page. When we create personalized pages for your company, we'll switch that logo out, put your company logo up there at the top to make it a even more personalized feel for you and your folks that will be using this page. Now, as we move down below the logo, you can see that we have a variety of different pages associated with your company documentation. In this instance, we have 14 different pages set up. There is no limit to the amount of pages that we can create for you. If you have several topics that you would like to have documentation on, we'd be glad to put as many pages on there as you'd like. As I said, we have 14 pages, and each one of these pages can be set up with different security features. So, for example, say you have upper level management. You may want to have them to be able to access all of these pages, but you may have some just everyday users that you would only want to have access to a few of these pages. That's not a problem. We can easily go behind the scenes, set up some different security rules, add people to some different groups, and we can set up people so they can view these pages on a security level basis. Now, as Mike briefly mentioned earlier, again, another great benefit of having your own personalized page is to allow people to come in and read documentation without having to go and ask a bunch of different people. Furthermore, if you have a new person coming into your business, you can point them here to your company's documentation. They can go through, read all these different pages, and be able to get caught up to speed quicker on how your day-to-day operations work. Now, many of these pages have an advanced version of the DPS help text. What we've done is we've taken that help text and we've plugged it in here to your company documentation, but what we then do is go through and make changes to the documentation based off of modifications that you may have set up in your system. So maybe you have different flags or you have different fields in your different pages on your extend side. And so what we can do is we can come in, we can take screenshots of those, and we can pinpoint all of the different areas that we've made modifications for your system to make it easier and more personalized for your folks to be able to get caught up to speed and learn your processes. Another great advantage of personalized documentation within the DPS Wiki that some of our other customers have already found great value in is setting up personalized file layouts. If your company is one that has had special file layouts created, we can put that information out here for you to view and be able to better use when doing a query within your system. We can tell you, we can show what the exact file name is, what some of the field names are within those files, and the values that are associated with those specific files and fields. Other information that we can add out there for your company is, say you have a specific issue that comes up time and time again. Say it may be you end up a lot of times that you have a order that will get locked in maintenance, and you just sit there and you know that you know how to fix it, but you don't exactly remember where to go. If you have some issues that come up on a regular basis, what we can do is we can go out and set up documentation and put that page out there and have some helpful how-to information for your employees in case they have just small issues that they know that they can fix on by themselves. They can just come out here to your personal documentation and take a look at how to fix those issues. Now I'm going to go up here now and click on Your Company Distribution Masters, and we can go in and we can see the specific information associated with Distribution Masters. Now, as opposed to the regular help text, this personalized help text has specific screenshots associated with it. So if your company, again, has specific modifications that we've made to your software, and we have different fields associated with different pages, you'll be able to come in and see that information. Furthermore, as you scroll down through the help text, you'll not only be able to see the general DPS help text, but you'll also be able to see information associated with those specific modifications throughout your program. Another item that may be beneficial for your company and your specific documentation is videos that we can embed within the specific documentation pages. So I'm going to come in here to the general ledger page. And for those of you who have been joining us throughout the months to see the different webcasts that we've had throughout the months, some of what we can do is we can come in and embed those videos into the page. So as you can see, I've opened up your company general ledger page, and we have embedded a YouTube video that Diane did a few months back on general ledger, and we can have that specific information associated with your pages just to enhance further your company's learning and ability to have more pinpointed specific documentation for your organization. So as you can see, a personalized page through the DPS Wiki can have a lot of great value for your company, not only with specific information, but can also help with training and learning purposes down the road. Again, if you would have any questions or if you would like to discuss further about setting up personalized pages for your company, please feel free to contact your DPS SSA or a DPS sales rep. On behalf of all of us here at DPS, we would like to wish you a very Merry Christmas and happy and safe New Year, and we will talk to you all in 2015. Thank you.